Hi, welcome back to Celestial Guidance with Janine. This is the energy reading for the week of August 1st to August 7th. And I'm going to be doing a different video for the Lionsgate 8/8 portal energy. It's a really powerful week that we're heading into. And I feel like we're heading into, and this is like preparation for getting us into the Lionsgate energy, and this is what the information I've been picking up on. So I have made some notes down so that I can remember what I was going through, but it's also what I've been going through personally as well, like really starting to release a lot of old stuff and really realizing that I guess just older energy, getting past it, moving forward. Sorry, my dogs are very loud here. So the first thing has been is learning about really surrendering, really releasing old energy, surrendering to your soul. And I feel like we've been going through a lot of cleansing. I feel like I've been going through like a wake-up stage, like where I'm just really starting to, and I've been going through back and forth with this, but I like to, I was just journaling this morning. I really like to disconnect, and that's where I feel safe. So I keep going, back and forth, back and forth. I'll have moments of coming in and start enjoying life and start creating my life, trying to get excited. But then something will happen and I'll feel a little wonky and I'll go right back to disconnecting and turning, isolating on with, plugging into YouTube, listening to energy things, or not really energy things, but healing, how to heal my own stuff. And I'm always researching this or that. Or I get stuck on a paranormal investigation, and then, so it's like, and then it's on. So I have to, I have to really watch myself and watch what I'm watching, because I also remember that my energy, sorry about that, I forgot to put on the lights. There we go. I thought it would be better with the candle, but it's too much of a glare. I always forget something. So it's really, really releasing and really surrendering and really opening, surrendering to the soul. What does your soul want you to do? What does your soul always wanted to do? And when I started asking this one, it was really funny because I started remembering that when I was 16, I always wanted to be a paranormal investigator. But back then you had to go to college and you had to study for it. I mean, you still probably should still do that. But I always felt like it was a natural, because I'd always picked up energies. And I remember having so many different experiences growing up where I've been, I can feel entities behind me, or I can feel them around me, or I can sense it from a building. So it's just remembering, what is it you always wanted to do? So I think we're also being guided into our life purpose. So it's a great week, and heading into the 8/8 portal, we're being guided into finding our soul purpose. So what are we supposed to be doing? What do you want to do with your life? Was it drawing, painting? You're receiving information from the cosmos. What is it you always wanted to do? Is it music? Tarot card readings, making videos, being creative, working with your creativity. So I feel like we're all being in different levels, but I think where each one is like, if you step into it, if you really get into it, allow yourself, surrender. Sorry, I'm using my hands very a lot because I'm feeling a lot of energy. And I asked my spirit guides to show up, so hopefully you might see some orbs going by. I don't know, but I have no incense burning, so if you see a orb going by, I wouldn't be surprised, because I asked my guides and the angels to come forward, and my fairy friends, and we'll see what happens. So it's just really you're surrendering to your soul, remembering what you want to do. What is it you really want to do with your life? So I feel like we're being guided into that. So a really great way to get into that is to quiet your mind, meditate, really get yourself centered, get out of the monkey mind chatter. If there's stuff comes up, push it aside, tell it to come back later. Really get into the practice of meditating. Oh, my ear is fluttering, something's by me. So really, getting yourself quiet, really getting yourself heart-centered, get out of the monkey mind. The monkey mind's the ego, just trying to keep you safe. So, and I think that's why when I like to disconnect and I feel safe. So that's my mechanism. And I've had this sensitivity that I've been learning about, that I put a wall up of protection because of a trauma that had happened to me at a young kid. So it's just, a practice or a habit that I've had my whole life. So I've been learning to let that wall down and realizing that I have a protective wall up, and it's just something I've always had up, and it's just a defense mechanism. So I've been learning to, you know, understanding what that is, and now, you know, understanding and moving past it. So I think like a lot of us are going to be getting a lot of information downloads, and that's what I've been going through, is like realizations, like why things happened the way they did, or, you know, why I felt the way I did, where I always felt like even somebody would come up and yell at me, I would black out. And I didn't realize, you know, why I would do that. And it's step back, I just realized this, you know, going through my downloads and healing the last few months. Oops, sorry. Gosh, I gotta calm down. A lot of the healing I've been going through, I had a lot of these realizations that stemmed back from in a traumatic experience that I had with my dad at 2 years old, where he had, well, he put me out, he was gotten into a fight with my uncle or something, and they rushed home, grabbed me up out of the crib where I was sleeping, and he put me in the middle of the two of them in a fight. So it put up a protection barrier around me, because he startled me. And my mom said I had to learn how to do a lot of things over again, like, you know, potty training, eating on my own again. So I kind of had like it went back like a little bit. So anything that would shock me, you know, even stress or anxiety, I would black out. So anybody started yelling at me, I would black out. And so I would just stare at you. But it was just a defense mechanism. And I still had this too up until recently, when I realized this, and I was confronted with somebody doing that to me one time, and I snapped out of it, and I was like, wait, what the hell? Excuse me, get out of my face. So it's just learning different things by scenarios, and you're learning and healing from the past. So it's like we're being reminded of these things, and we're having a way to really release all this stuff. And this is a great portal for releasing all these old traumas, all these old things that have been holding us back. Really listening to your intuition. We're getting into where we are already like really being guided to listening to our intuition if you have any circumstances that come up. But we're being guided to really listen to our intuition, go with your gut feeling, go with your instincts. And a lot of us are actually healing from this, so you're actually listening to it more. So, but I'm hearing that we also need to be more involved in that. Really start healing that part. Really start listening to it. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Ask yourself, if you're in a situation where you feel like you need guidance on, you know, really think about it. Write it down. Which way does it make you feel? What if you go this direction? How does that direction make you feel? Listen to your intuition. You're going to have a gut feeling. I'm telling you. I know for me, I get like a knot in my stomach. The fourth thing I was getting is cleaning out clutter, you know, things that are, because when you have clutter around the house, if things are not organized, your body energy is also feeling the same thing. So that will also help you to get into more quiet mind states where you can meditate and you can really start receiving information. The angels really want to speak to us. They really want to communicate with us. And the only way to do that is to quiet the monkey mind, to quiet the chatter in the head, really get your head in a blank space. I know when I go into meditation, I had to practice a while because my head is really loud and I overanalyze everything and why everything is happening. And I started really quieting the mind, and now I see colors, like shapes and designs, and it's really cool. So, and then they also wanted to say to just relax, go with the flow. Don't take life so seriously. It's time to have more fun. You know, be in the moment, have faith. It's really time to just enjoy everything. Enjoy the life that we're creating, because it's up to us to create our lives the way we need it, or the way we want it. You know, not what we were told to do, or, you know, how we were supposed to do things. It's up to you on what you want to do, but start listening to your intuition. We're going through a portal, and this is a great opportunity to really start talking to your guides, your angels, your spirit guides, your personal, you know, ancestral teams. It's a great time to start communicating with them and start talking to them. I talk out loud all the time, and I feel like I'm talking to myself, and then I realize, oh wait, I'm not talking to myself. You know, for one, I'm a psychic. Two, I'm always talking to somebody. There's always somebody around. So I'm like, oh wow, I forget that. And I started overanalyzing, thinking I'm crazy. And it's like, you know, you got to get out of your head. Stay in the heart center. Just know and believe that, if you are receiving information, you are. Write it down. Overanalyze it if you have to a little bit, because sometimes we might need some help here. So don't. It's all about practice. You're really getting in tune. So it's really listening, and when it's good. If it's loving energy and that and messages that you are receiving, then that is you are receiving good information. If it's telling you something negative, then there's something negative around, and you want to kind of to redirect that. So the energy of what the angels want us to know for this week is soul meeting. And I even said surrendering to the soul. I don't feel like this is, I think it could be maybe for some people this week. But in this sense, it's an energy reading for this week. And I'm feeling like it because I even said in the beginning is surrendering to your soul. So I feel like this is a great time. This is confirmation. I'm getting goosebumps right now. That we are connecting to our soul, being in love with our soul, being in love with the energy essence of us, and not just what you think you are on the outside. There is more to us than just the physical feeling of us. So it's like there's an energy inside of us. There's an energy, there's a soul. And mine, I feel like, is in my heart space. And when I center into the heart space, I feel the soul in there, and I feel the essence of who I am. And it's like just really getting centered in there, really getting into that spot in there. And sometimes you have to put your hands over your heart to feel that energy. That's your soul. That's your energy essence of who you truly are. And to really get in there is to meditate, get quiet, get your head out of the monkey mind. If you have to listen to megahertz is a great way to really, get connected with it helps you to redirect your thoughts and change in your energy pattern. But really listening to that inner thing. So I feel like we're starting to really get merged in with our soul, and really getting out of our heads and starting to merge in with our soul part, not just our ego minds, which we need, we need that, but it's really getting soul in, like really getting mirrored into the soul part is what I'm seeing. Like it's like merging the two. So it's like a marriage, like a mating, but it's really getting connected into the heart space, really getting into that connection to the soul part of you, really getting to the true essence of who you truly are and what you think you are, because if your mind tells you who you think you are. Okay, I hope that helps. Whew, okay, that was a lot of information I was getting. I zone out sometimes, and I close my eyes, and you can't see me, but I close my eyes sometimes, or I stare up into space, and I just receive information, and I don't even know what I say until I go back over it, and then it's like, oh wow, that was remarkable. So let's see what else they want to tell us for this week. What else do we need to know that will help us for this week? Going into the 8-8 portal. I feel like a lot of healing is going on too. I know for me, I've been going through a lot of healing, a lot of breakthroughs, and I've been transmuting a lot of it, really getting quiet, journaling, just trying to really release it all and come into terms and understanding of everything I've been receiving. And sometimes we have to do that. So the first card that came out, we keep getting this one. Thoth Light Codes. Light Initiation, Great Teacher Awakening, and Divine Magic. I feel like a teacher's awakening here. Like you're going through a light... like a lot of us are, because I know a lot of us are going through a different level, so I feel like this is a time for a lot of light initiations, a lot of light activations, a lot of cleansings we're going to be going through. And I think I even received that. I think I wrote in my journal something about light activation and getting information. So I feel like a lot of us are going to start waking up into that teacher role. And, this is information. And I feel like this is your life purpose. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Pleiadian activation. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Wow. I feel like this is going to be a really powerful week for a lot of us. A lot of breakthroughs, a lot of initiations, a lot of downloads, a lot of us coming together. And I feel like the feeling of this one with the harmony in heavens, for some reason I was getting in my mind, what they were showing me is like it's like the celebration up there. Like they're just so happy how things are going, the improvements that we're doing, the I don't know see how, but I don't really watch the news. I stay out of that. I can't deal with the energy. It really puts me in a depressed mood. But I feel like we're in the, by the end of this week, going into the 8-8 portal is going to be so powerful that we're going into an inner discovery. We're going to be finding res sacredness. You are what you seek. I feel like you're going to find your purpose. You're going to really get connected. You're going to let all this go. I feel like it's going to be a great week for us, a great portal for us walking into after everything I was saying about, really meditating, surrendering, cleaning out the clutter, not only around your house, because around the house is what we also have in our energies. So I feel like by the end of the week, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. We're going to be a lot of initiations going on, a lot of magic. Really start working with your magic of your energy, because we're all powerful. We're all about energy. I feel like so much is going to happen. It's going to be such a great week. I feel like by the 8-8 portal is like a great opportunity for us to really heal, to really move forward, to really start enjoying life, start creating life, start being magical again, start, this is like all this, you're really working with the root chakra and your orange, the sacral, really working on those chakras, and the sacral, solar plexus, because that's also our confidence. It's the yellow confidence. But I feel like we're going to be the Holy Grail. What was the other one? It was like overflowing, and I feel like a lot of abundance, maybe a raise or something. But I feel like a lot of accomplishment by the end of this week is going to be amazing. I feel like this is what we've been working for, and this is a great, a powerful energy walking forward to help us to really start moving forward in life. And even I was feeling like, I even heard this morning, going through this 10-year cycle. And I feel like I've been going through this 10-year cycle. Ever since I lost my Jersey, my dog, is when I kind of like really just stopped living life. And she was my everything. She was what I lived for. And I didn't know how to live life after that. And I went to such a deep depression. I feel like a piece of me died with her. And I'm coming slowly out of it, and, doing a lot of healing and a lot of realizations. And I just heard something about, coming out of a 10-year cycle. I'm like, oh, that's so weird. It's exactly how I feel. Like I'm coming out of this 10-year cycle. So a lot of us might be feeling like that. So it's like, I feel like this is good energy coming out. It's like, I feel like, because we're finally getting into connecting with our souls, coming into our soul purpose. What are we here for, truly? And this is a great portal and energy that we're getting ready to go for. And we're getting still more downloads and activations. We're still getting on this great opportunity for us to go through, especially if you start getting yourself more centered, start quieting your mind, get out in nature, ground yourself, stop overthinking. There's a great opportunity for us to heal a lot of our emotional traumas, our childhood traumas. A really great way for us to really get past all this stuff too, especially if we've been working on this for so long. And, it's like you've been in that dark night of the soul, and you've been so used to doing one thing for a long time. Like me, I've been going through my dark night for so long, and then now I'm trying to come out of it, and it's been, a difficult road. But it's like coming out of the habit of doing what I think is comfortable. So it's starting getting out, walking again, exercising, getting, out in nature. Start breathing, meditating. Let's see. So we have discernment, trapped in fear, deception and envy, and hope. I feel like a lot of us, and I don't know who's going to really, a lot of us might connect with this, but like a lot of us have been gone through, a lot of hurts and trials, and you feel discontent and boredom. And I feel like it's only because we've been trapped in our minds, we've been trapped in our heads. And, oh, how funny, and I just forgot, trapped in fear. So we've been in our heads so much. And then we look outside of ourselves, and we look at other things, and we start, seeing envy on somebody else who is actually happy or having a good life, and you're wondering why they're doing it, not you. It's, you have to get out there and start doing it too. So there's like a glimmer of hope. You are the light, you are the hope, and you are the one, you are the Holy Grail, you're the one you are seeking. You got to wake up to the fact you're the ones who create our lives. We are the ones who create our lives. So it's time to really start enjoying life. Don't take life so seriously. Start making magic out of life yourselves. We are the ones who are master creators. Shadow. Yes, I was just saying going to shadow work. If you've been going through the shadow work, it's like we've been going through you're in the healing. We're getting out of that spiritual union. Again, we got spiritual union. Again, is because we're coming out of that dark shadow. We're starting to get really in love with our soul and our creativity and ourselves again, and doing that self-healing, get into that self-love. And I feel like this is a confirmation for you. If you're watching this and you're really connecting with this, it could be confirmation that you're about ready to meet your soulmate, your twin flame. So this could be confirmation to you as well. But I feel like for me in this energy reading, this is more based on the energy of really getting connected to ourselves, really, getting into that connection of our soul, our soul essence. And it's really getting out of the ego mind and the overthinking, the overanalyzing, the comparison too. That's a really bad one. And so it's like getting away from that as well. There's no comparison. So it's like, I feel like a lot of us, we finally see hope at the end of this tunnel. Like we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of us have been going through this dark night, but starting to make those new habits again, start making changes in the new habit. But it's really getting connected to the soul essence. It's really getting mating with our soul essence, really getting connected to that soul essence of us, because that's where you're going to start creating magic. Then you start listening to that intuition. You start listening to that soul magic of you. Start creating that magic, instead of watching it on TV all the time, or start watching it on YouTube like I do. Create it for myself. Start doing it for myself. So it's just getting out, and it's been such a habit for me, and I feel safer when I'm disconnected. And it's just I have to get away from that. I have to find a safer way of feeling connected again, or feeling safe in my own new environment or whatever. So it's just one of those new habits I got to change, and it's getting out of it. And it's like you're starting to realize I got to start making more videos, maybe start doing more pick a card rated videos. So listening to my head, listen to my intuition. So I feel like I might do a pick a card reading for the 8/8 portal. And then, let's see what else to say. Oh, harmony. See? Harmony. Yes. So, and yeah, definitely love, a lot of harmony. So I feel like, yes, we need to really get connected to our soul purpose. That's just confirmation that it's just was too much love around with the mating and the soul mating and the spiritual union. This is confirmation big time that this is really time for us to really start connecting with your soul. You're getting connected with the energy purpose of you, the soul purpose of you. That is the healing part of us, and that's the healing energy of what we're around, and a big portal of what we're walking through, because that way we can find our soul purpose, our energy. What are we supposed to be doing here? Why are we here? Is really getting connected to that soul purpose of you. Get out of the head, the ego mind. All right. Ooh, what do we need to know? These are kind of like my little angel affirmation cards. What do we need to know for this week? I feel like it's just such a powerful energy this week, heading into the 8/8 portal, that it's just time for us to really start moving forward. It's to start making decisions, start, doing what we're supposed to be doing, start working with your creativity again. I forgot I used to love to draw, and I haven't drawn in years, and I've been guided to it for a while, and I used to paint, and I painted a flower once. I painted I wanted to play with painting flowers, and I love sunflowers, and I gave the picture to my daughter, and she lost it or something, but she keeps telling me to paint another one. And I didn't think it was all that good, but she loved that sunflower painting. So, getting back into those old, creativities, things that you used to do. I used to love painting plaques and statues when I was younger. So there used to be plaque stores when in the 80s, there was everywhere you could buy plaque statues, any kind of size. I had a 3-foot unicorn, and I was going to paint it. And so I used to love to paint, get into, maybe it's a different way now, because they don't have plaque stores anymore, and not that I can find. And you get back into that creativity, back into that flow, get back into having fun, get back into that creativity. See, and I've been feeling this one all day, and I even asked Archangel Michael to come forward and show me a sign that he was here. And it's funny that card, first one that has flipped over, that's give me confirmation that Archangel Michael is around us. Every time you feel like you need protection, if you need to feel safe, call on Archangel Michael. His energy can be anywhere, at any point in time. Sorry, 2 more cards flew out. Listening, answered prayer. Oops, sorry. See, it's more confirmation that really quieting the mind, really listening, because they are answering to us, they are talking to us, and really starting to listen, you're going to find the answers to your prayer. So it's really starting to get out of our minds, quit overthinking things, really get into the soul energy of us, and really get connected to that, the soul part of us. You're really getting mating in with it. You really surrender to your soul. Grateful, gratitude. Universal love shines through, shines through the miracles of life all around you. So when you definitely stay in gratitude, miracle happens. You know, when you just stay in that blissfulness and you know everything's okay and everything's always okay. It's just staying in gratitude, always being grateful for what we already have already. And more things keep coming. It's just staying in that blissful state. And sometimes that's hard, but it's just getting into the heart space to really get into that energy of the heart energy, the heart space. And that's where I feel my soul essence. Let's see what else. I just keep hearing like quiet the mind, get meditating, getting prepared for the big portal that's coming through. Get your journal, write out what you want to let go. What is it that's been holding you back? What have you been trying to really move forward through? And I feel like a lot of us, I feel like we need to make magic out of it. Like do something big for yourself. I know for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, clean up my house, clean up, declutter, dust out the energy. And because I haven't really had time with the puppy and everything. And working a full-time job, it's been really difficult. Actually, today I got to go in. It's my day off, and they want me to come in later. I'm just staying in the flow and being grateful for what I already have. And let me see. What was I saying? But anyway, it's just staying in this state of, I don't know what I was going to go with there. No limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. So they're waiting for us to, well, they're not waiting. They want to remind you that there are no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. We are such powerful energy beings that we forget that. We get so stuck in our human minds and then the ego, and then we forget how powerful our energy is. And I got reminded of a story about how powerful my energy was when I was younger, and I had scared my dad so much that I wasn't allowed to talk about my psychic abilities. And so it's been hard for me to come up out of that and remember that. And like I remember, that's why I always thought something was bad with me, because so many bad things would just happen if I wished it. So I had to be careful with my energy. And so we have to remember that our energy is so powerful just by our thoughts and by our energy, that if you have so much power behind it, you can make mountains move. You have to believe in yourself that you can change things, and believe in yourself that you're more powerful than you think you are. It's just getting ourselves out of our head, getting into remembering who you truly are. And the only way to truly remember who you truly are is to get into the soul essence of who you truly are, the spirit of you. Okay, and for me, I breathe that. Like I said, I can't tell you enough. I can feel it in my heart space. When I center into my heart space and I start feeling into that, that is my soul purpose. My soul. That is my soul essence of my spirit of who I am. So that I have to get out of my head and quit over analyzing and just breathe into it. Believe. Whoa, wait a minute, that was a flip. Is there any other things you want us to know? Woo, okay. Oh, freedom. Follow your heart, nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Getting into our heart is freedom, because it's freedom out of the head. Because I know for me, when I'm in my head, I'm crazy. So we're being free. We're getting ready to be set free. You know, we're working towards that, and we have this great opportunity to move through, depending on each person's level. But I feel like we're getting ready to move through this big part, and the biggest part is to really get starting with marriage to your soul essence, to who you truly are, because the true way is to love yourself first, and that's the only way to get through taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. If you can't have anybody else until you love yourself, you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. You know, I mean, of course, you know, animals, of course, are different, because the animals teach us to love ourselves, and they give us unconditional love. But, you know, it's like outside of that, and part of, you know, being around people all the time, we have to love ourselves. We have to have boundaries. So it's really learning your energy, how powerful you are. Really remember that. Remembering to get into our soul mating with our heart center. Get into the soul essence of who you truly are. This is a great energy portal for us to work through, to move through, to start healing, to start making action, to start creating our lives, start doing what you want to do. Start, you know, being playful again. Start enjoying life. Start creating life. Listen to music again. You know, like I used to love to paint and do crafts while listening to music, you know, and I haven't done that in years. And it's like, I'm always watching YouTube. I'm always doing this or that, or studying this or that, you know, learning about this, or, you know, trying to get that, or, you know, I got work I got to study for too. So it's like a lot of different avenues, and learning about the dog. So it's like I have a Belgian Malinois, so I got to learn a lot of different things about her. And training her the right way. So it's like there's a lot going on, and getting myself centered instead of escaping through YouTube. I like to just escape watching paranormal, but that's also been my passion too. So, and I have to find a balance there, because I do get sucked in where I just stay in that habit, and I start getting lazy and I don't do something. So it's changing the habits, changing that, and this is a great time to start changing, making new habits. Really surrendering to life, really start enjoying life, start making it fun. We're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy our lives, not to be depressed or angry or in the past. And, you know, we're supposed to start having fun. So it's time to let all the stuff go, really get it detailed down, start journaling, start getting out in nature if you have to. Get away where you get to yourself, where you can get away from everybody else's chatter, where you can find your own soul. Like, the only good way to do that is to get into a good, quiet place. And a great place where, like, I like to go into the mountains and just sit in the quiet stream. There's like a stream I have, and I just sit there and I just listen to it and just be quiet with myself. And it's taking practice to get there, but man, once you get there, it's freedom. It's just quiet, and that's when you start feeling who you truly are on the inside. But it's all through meditation. It's all about quieting the mind, really getting centered, really letting go of the outside stuff. And sometimes the best way to do it is just to get away. Get away where you can get away from all distractions, you know, the pets, you know, especially if you have puppies. It's really hard. But it's a great way to really start getting ourselves centered. And it kept coming up repeatedly, but I feel like we're at the golden grail. Like, you know, we're start overflowing, and it's going to start getting so much better after this. It's like that 10-year cycle is like over, and we're starting ready to reeking in the abundance, you know, reeking in the prosperity, and I think in all different levels of our lives, it's going to start shifting after that. So start getting your journal, start writing, get out in nature, ground yourself, meditate, make sure you drink lots of water, clean the rest of your house, or your dust, or whatever your energy that you need to clean up, the space wise. But this is, I think, like a very powerful week for us to really start moving forward, and to really start creating our lives and be excited about life again. And but I hope y'all enjoy your week. And I think that's it for now, and I will see you in a few, well, probably by the 8/8 I'll do another video. So I hope y'all have a great day. I'm sending you all so much white light and love. I am trying to gain 1,000 subscribers, so that I can start doing live videos on YouTube. So, you know, hit that thumbs up if you enjoy it. You know, subscribe, please. That will help me so much. I'm still trying to gain it. Right now, I'm doing live videos on Facebook. I haven't right now, but I've been taking a couple of breaks. So I've been downloading a bunch of stuff, and I feel like I need to take a spiritual break for a little bit. But doing this one is very powerful for me, so I really wanted to do another one, and just get this one out for today, or for Monday. So I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you enjoy this great energy that we're about ready to work through and go through. it's a great opportunity for us to really start creating what we really want. You know, start making things happen, start getting creative, start having fun. Okay, you guys, I'm sending you so much white light and love. You all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next round. Bye.